Today was another great day to be alive. I got a 6 shoulders and arms pump, I stayed in a caloric deficit to continue working towards my shredded summer physique, and I was productive on all of my goals. But let's go back to the start and go through my day. Welcome to my day in the life as a bodybuilder and Harvard student. I woke up at 8 a.m. today, fresh off 7.5 hours of sleep. Here are my 3 non-negotiable rules for my morning routine.
So what's my morning routine like? First things first, when I wake up, I tell myself, today's gonna be a great day. I'm so excited. Your brain notices what it expects. Since you told yourself it's gonna be a great day, you're gonna stop and appreciate the little things you probably wouldn't have noticed before. It's confirmation bias. Your brain expects it to be a great day and therefore notices all the great things. And you just genuinely should be excited. It's such a blessing that you wake up with another day of life to make yourself better, make someone else's day better. Today you can get better mentally, physically, and spiritually. You can get closer to your dream life. You can get closer to becoming the best version of yourself. If you lock in today, you can go to bed knowing you gave it your all and you got better today. Life is a blessing. So yeah, first and foremost, today's gonna be a great day. I'm so excited. And secondly, please don't scroll as soon as you wake up. Scrolling as soon as you wake up floods your brain with unearned dopamine. And you're immediately consuming other people's lives and focusing on other people's lives. It's time to focus on your own life for a second. It's time to experience and build your own life. So don't check your phone. And 3, when I'm struggling to get out of bed, I give myself 10 seconds to stand up. That's it. I don't say I'm gonna go brush my teeth. That's way too big of a task and just makes me want to lay in bed. I just tell myself, I'm counting down from 10 and by the end of 10 seconds, I have to be standing up out of bed. And that's small enough that I actually do it. But once I do it, I'm out of my covers and the day's begun. And lastly, I'm gonna quickly pray and reflect on what I want to get done today. But fortunately, my day was planned the night before, so I'm already in a good position. That's enough yapping. Let's check out the physique real quick. No pump, pretty good lighting, and let's get started. Let's absolutely conquer the day.
So this is my physique a few weeks into the cut. As I've said before, this is the worst part. On the bulk, I'm carved up with food, so my muscles are full. And late into the cut, it's the best. It looks like I've gained muscle because there's no fat covering it, so they all pop. But for the next few weeks, it's still the worst part where my muscles are depleted, but I'm still not lean. But I'm still super proud of where I am. I'm trusting the process, and I'm really happy you guys are here on this journey with me. I'm excited to level up. First, I make my bed with my stuffies. Let me know which one's your favorite. My favorite is the Mario mushroom. Then I brush teeth real quick, and it's time to get fitted up for the day. It's funny, I actually never wear fits that really show off my physique unless I'm in the gym. Now I'm fitted up and it's time to take my creatine. I've started taking my creatine in the morning because I used to take it at night, but drinking all of that water really messed up my sleep. It doesn't really matter when you take your creatine, just make sure you're taking it. I take 10 grams a day. Everyone should take creatine for the physical benefits and the mental benefits. Now we're ready for breakfast. On the cut, I'm very low in carbs, especially for breakfast. I have Greek yogurt for protein, eggs for protein, healthy fats, and some micronutrients, and avocado for healthy fats. Protein is of course priority on the cut to avoid muscle loss. And healthy fats are super important for your hormones, which can get messed up on the cut. This is not to say I cut out carbs entirely, they are very important for energy, but I minimize them and more importantly I time them, which we'll go over later in the video. And of course on the cut I pound caffeine for energy and I pound artificial sweeteners to avoid sugar. Yes, it's not the healthiest, but it keeps me productive. Progress over perfection. While I drink my coffee, I get started on my worst task of the day. This simple habit will give you the confidence and momentum to conquer the rest of your day. And I make this doodle for you guys. It says we're all gonna make it because that's the mentality. Life isn't a competition, we're all headed to the top together. Someone else's success does not take away from mine. I wanna see everyone else win too. Anyways, now I changed into a more comfy fit because I'm writing up and then filming a YouTube video. It's a video on 10 rules all men should follow and I actually posted a few days ago, so feel free to check that out. Now it's time for lunch, which is super simple. Chicken, tuna, and a ton of yellow mustard. Why yellow mustard? It's 0 calorie and tastes good. So I'll always have a super lean protein source like chicken breast, turkey, tuna, or anything else, and then throw a ton of mustard on it. Now we're off to class. I have a history class and it's actually in the art museum, which is really cool because before and after class I can go check out some paintings whenever I want, which is always a nice little relaxing vibe in the middle of the day. And then I walked to my second and last class of the day, which is a psych class because I'm a psych major. Now I'm back at the dorm and it's time to change out of my school fit and into my gym fit. Quick physique check, no pump. For shoulders and arms day, I'm going with my camo pants and my compression shirt. Once I change into my fit, it's time for my pre-workout stack. This can make or break your workout. I start with Gorilla Mode pre-workout, Gorilla Mind Nitric, beta-alanine, a banana, and frosted flakes. This is where the timing of the carbs comes in. I have the banana and frosted flakes as quick carb sources to fuel my workout. This energizes me and my muscles to ensure I have a great lift. So now today I'm hitting shoulders and arms where I hit biceps, triceps, and all parts of the shoulder. That was a quick break because I was looking big and wanted to take a mirror pic for my snap, Ab Me Max Panko. And here's a quick mid-lift physique check. Super excited to see the abs coming in. Back to the carbs timing. This is super important because on the aggressive cut, you need every calorie to serve a purpose. Nothing wasted. That's how you maintain all of your muscle, all of your strength, and by the end of the cut, you should actually look like you've gained a ton of muscle. Properly utilizing every calorie is how you maintain all of your strength and muscle on the cut, and by the end of the cut, make it look like you've actually gained a ton of muscle. So don't just say if it fits my macros and eat whatever you want. Here and there, you can definitely fit in the treat, but for the most part, try to make everything serve a purpose. Now we're back in my dorm where I have a protein shake while getting some more work done, and an energy drink because of course I need more caffeine. I also have a spoonful of honey right after the workout because you want to restore your glycogen. So carbs right before and right after my workout and pretty much nothing outside of that.
One method I use for locking in is the alter ego method. The way this works is I imagine I'm someone else chasing the exact same goals I am right now, but only one of us can achieve them. And I think to myself, how would I beat myself? What is Max Panko not doing that I would do to get ahead? Does he stick to his diet 6 days a week while I'll stick to my diet 7 days a week? What is Max Panko doing that is holding him back that I would cut out to get ahead? Oh, midday he gets lazy and starts scrolling. I'm not going to do that. The way this works is it takes you out of your life and allows you to view yourself from a different lens. By viewing yourself as competition to be beaten, you're able to see every way you can get better, every way you can upgrade, everything that's holding you back. So imagine you're in a competition with your current self, and imagine everything you would do to get ahead, and then start actually doing these things in your life. That's how you're going to get better. Lock in.
Now after all of that work, I'm starving and it's time for dinner, where I once again have chicken and tuna with mustard, and some eggs for their health benefits. Yes, it's not the most delicious thing ever, and I am tempted by dessert, but I tell myself one day at a time, just today I'm going to stay in a deficit, just today I'm going to avoid all junk food. That's all it is, I just have to survive till bedtime and then I reset. Then I do a bit more work, then it's usually time to go out and hang with some friends. As I always say, relationships over your goals. So I love to wind down by hanging out with a few close friends, but today I spend that time with my family on FaceTime, which is always a highlight of my week. Call your parents or some other loved ones and tell them you love them. I promise you won't regret it. Now what am I doing here? I'm actually doing my cardio. The treadmill was taken and it's super cold outside, so I decided I'm just going to walk around my hall. No excuses. On the cut, get your steps in. And it's great for your mind. I love putting in my AirPods, listening to some music, and just walking around with my thoughts. Back at my dorm for my nightly protein shake. Whey protein powder plus water is huge for the cut. I do this every night to finish up my protein goals and make sure I don't go a long time without protein. I also take my nightly supplements, fish oil, magnesium, and ashwagandha. All have several benefits, but magnesium and ashwagandha have been shown to improve sleep. Now it's time to shower. Gotta check out the physique one more time. Because you gotta look at your physique whenever you can. You gotta see what you need to work on, how you're doing, how you're progressing, everything. So don't think it's vain or stupid to look at yourself in reflection. Look at what you're building, see what could be better, and most importantly, be proud of the work you're putting in. You didn't get lucky, you didn't buy this, you built this through your hard work and no one can take it away. Next I shower, I get ready for bed, and here's my nightly thought.
Whenever I make a video on habits you should cut off, or rules you should follow, or things you should do, so many people comment, bro hates fun, bro just enjoy life, bro you must hate life, you must hate happiness. But it's actually the complete opposite. I'm doing all these things, I'm cutting out all these habits, I'm following all these rules because I love life, because I want to enjoy life, because I love happiness. But they're mixing up fake happiness with real happiness. You don't enjoy life and find happiness by seeking pleasure, through substances, through going out, by chasing clout and status and women, by living an easy, comfortable life. That's not how you achieve happiness, it's not how you enjoy life, that's not true fun. So yes, I hate fun in that way because it's not actually fun. It leaves you empty and wanting more. True enjoyment of life, true fun is achieving your dreams, doing good for the world, prioritizing your relationships with loved ones, a good conversation with a friend, building your dream physique, purpose. That's how you enjoy life. So I'm not this super serious person who hates life. I actually love my life. I wake up every single day excited and grateful. I have fun throughout the day and I go to sleep proud. Every day I'm happy because of this mentality I have. I'm working towards goals, I'm getting better. And I'm doing it for things that actually matter, like my faith, my family, my loved ones, doing good for the world, seeing how much I can be. And I'm so happy and fulfilled with this mentality that I want to share it with other people too. And that's why I post. I want to inspire people, I want to motivate people, I want to show people how to become the best version of themselves, while I strive to do the same myself. That's my goal, become the best version of myself mentally, physically, and spiritually while inspiring others to do the same. This is all to say, yes, I love life, yes, I love fun, yes, I love happiness. I just hate the fake versions of that leave you empty. And this is not to say I'm perfect, this is not to say I've achieved the best version of myself, no, I never will. And I'm only 20, so I have so much to learn. But that's the best part, you're joining me on this journey. We're all headed to the top together. Lock in. With all that being said, thank you so much for watching and thank you for joining me on this journey. Please comment if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them. And as always, let me know what videos you want to see next. Please like, subscribe, and stay locked in because we are all headed to the top together.